Hi, everybody. This is Alex Bourne from Rockwell Guitar School in Shoreview, Minnesota. And tonight I want to share with you a tool that I use a lot that has helped me grow as a musician and something that I recommend my students use that has helped them grow a lot as musicians. It's a tool, it's a computer program called Audacity. And you can download it from Mac or PC. It's open source, it's free, and I use it to slow down recordings so that I can learn them or play along with them. You can change the pitch of a recording and keep the speed if you want, or you can loop things. You can loop a section of the song so you can practice along with it, because I think that's some of the best practice that you can get. If you play along with the recording, you will at least subconsciously pick up on the little nuances of the way that the person you're playing along with is playing. So if you're learning a Jimi Hendrix lick and you play along with his songs, you're going to pick up on it whether you like it or not. So I think that's one of the best reasons. I think that's why it's one of the best ways to practice. I also think you get a lot of good practice out of looping things, and Audacity will let you loop something and it'll just automatically loop it, go back to the beginning, start over again. And that's nice because you can keep playing along with it. You won't have to take your hands off your instrument to press the play button on the song again. The other thing it's very useful for is learning how to improvise, and you can learn how to improvise with other players, but there's not always, who wants to play chords while you solo forever, or just learn how to solo, okay? Not many people are going to want to do that for very long. So a computer can do it for you. It's not going to complain. So I use Audacity for that. And let me just show you what it's all about. I got it all ready to go here on my laptop. So here it is. This is the Audacity interface. And I'm going to open up a song, Sweet Home Alabama. When you use this, you need to know where your music files are located on your computer. So whether it be in your downloads folder or some folder in your iTunes folder, you got to know where that's at, because you got to point the computer and say, hey, I want you to import this file into the Audacity program so that I can, slow it down or loop it or whatever the case may be. So in this case, I already knew where the folders or where the music was at, so I just imported it. So here you have the waveform. This is basically how the computer sees the sound information in a music file. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just going to play it. Okay, so Sweet Home of Alabama, obviously, always a favorite. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to, say, slow down a piece of the music. So all you need to do is go to the effects menu, and I'm using this for Mac, by the way. You can also get it for PC. So I'm going to change the speed of the song. Actually, I'm going to change the tempo of the song. And the difference is if you change the speed right here, the pitch will also be affected, okay? If you change the tempo, the song will go slower, but the pitch will not be affected, okay? So I'm going to change the tempo, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I like to use the slider part of the indicator here. Click OK. Wait for the computer to crunch it. And as you can see, it's a lot slower than it was before. This is great because oftentimes the speed that a song is recorded at is just too fast. If you're learning the song, it's too fast for you to play along with it so that you can learn the song better, pick up on the nuances of the player, or whatever you want to do. So you need to have a way to slow it down, Okay, so this is one way that I do. Now there are many other programs that do this. This is just one of them that I have used a lot and have been really happy with. Okay, so I just changed the pitch. Sorry, I just changed the tempo of the song. So I'm going to undo it now and show you how you can change the pitch. Okay, so this is useful because let's say a song was recorded in a tuning that was a different tuning. Let's say it's like standard D tuning. Okay, so standard E tuning a whole step down. And you don't want to retune your guitar or detune your guitar for whatever reason. You don't know how to use a tuner. I don't know, whatever the case may be. But I've used this to change the tuning a lot. And so this is the part that I use. Keep in mind the program does not know the key. It cannot tell the key of the song. All you're really doing here, so it's from to, you're giving it a musical distance to move the pitch, okay? So you're not telling it to change it from these keys or to these keys. You're just saying, okay, so let's say hypothetically the song was an F and you wanted to move it up a major third. So from F to A, that's a major third. All right, looks good. So I'm going to move it up a major third. Click OK, wait for it to crunch it, and here's what it sounds like. Okay, so that's what it sounds a major third higher, and obviously if you go a lot higher, it'll get kind of chipmunky, and that can be kind of funny. But those are some things that I do. Let me show you how to loop it. Okay, so let's undo this. Okay, original key now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see. Oh, okay. So I'm going to loop this now. And normally to play a song, you could just press the space bar, like so. Okay. If you want to loop it, a cool shortcut is to hold down the shift key, and if you see the play button up there in the top left-hand corner, turns into a little loop-de-loop thing, all right, when you hold down the shift key. So you do that, and then you press the space bar. Okay, so then it will just loop it automatically without you having to do anything. So when it gets to the end of the selection, we'll just go back to the beginning again, and then until you tell it to stop, basically. So those are some things that Audacity is very, very useful for, and I suggest you check it out. And if you have any questions, of course, let me know in the comments. Feel free to call or schedule a lesson if you think that it could help you out. Okay? So my name is Alex Bourne. I'll talk to you later. Peace.